Yo, was I not live? Whoa, YouTube, what's going on? So I just noticed something. Yo, Harry, what's going on? Harry, did you just get the notification that I was live? That's weird because I hit live on Streamlabs, but I looked up at the YouTube studio and it didn't show live. Whoa. Yo, good morning. That's what happened. Guys, Streamlabs and YouTube, they're having a little bit of an issue. It's like they're having a couple's quarrel. Like the notifications just came out. Wow. So you know how Streamlabs, when you hit live on Streamlabs, right? It should automatically go live on YouTube. I've been live now for 15 minutes. 15 minutes. Canley V. First off, Shanita. Shanita was there and Shanita can attest. I was not late. I've been live for 15 minutes now. My mother was here. Look at the chat. Scroll up and look at the chat. You see how long it's been going. Andrea, what's up? How you doing? Got my boy Harry here. Ruth is here. Hey, yo, what's up? Aham, how you doing? So usually when I hit go live on Streamlabs, it automatically goes live on YouTube. So I'm talking and I'm looking and I'm like, I can see myself on YouTube. I don't see the live button because I see myself in YouTube Studio. I'm moving, I'm talking, all that stuff. I can hear myself. But then I look at the top right and it says go live. I'm like, why? It should say end stream. And sure enough, man, I hit the live button and now you guys got the notification. YouTube and Streamlabs, you guys got to fix whatever issues you guys have, please. All right. Shanita, you was in the chat. You came in the chat at 10:03. I saw the time. Come on, Shanita. Don't be like that. Be honest. Come on. I was live. You know I was live. Since you guys didn't notice, look at what I'm sipping out of today. You know I had to support the brother. I'm sipping out of the mug that has his mug on it. Dad jokes. Yeah, I'm a grandfather. I can have corny dad jokes. Yeah. So, how's everybody feeling today? Where are you on the mood meter? Are you green, like you're energetic, you're happy, you're ready to attack the day? Are you red? Are you about that? Don't bother me because I'm about to punch you in your face. Like I'm not in the mood. Are you red? Are you yellow? Are you like, it is what it is. Let's just see what the day has, and you know, I'll handle it any way it comes. Or are you like blue, like yo, something bad happened to me, and I'm just like really down right now. I could use some love right now. Like where you at? Where you at? And please, if you can, let me know what you're sipping on this morning. One Life Don, what's going on? How you doing? So what are you guys sipping on this morning? Oh, thank you so much for Sticks Girls with the drop. I've been having an issue also with Streamlabs because you know you have the commands and when you put the commands in, it doesn't work and it's frustrating. So I've been having to do certain like copy and paste the links. I have like maybe I can show you guys. Let me see if I can show you guys what I had to do, what I had to resort to. Yeah. So let me show you. You guys are going to see yourselves in a second. I had to resort to this, where I have all my tabs open, right? And if I want to share it, I'll click here, copy and paste, share it. 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 It's annoying. It's annoying. And if you see, I have all my commands here. It's in Streamlabs, but it's not working the way I need it to work. And I'm not feeling it. I'm not feeling it. Come on, Streamlabs. I bet you they want me to pay, and once I pay, everything will work smoothly. That's what I'm thinking. That's what I'm thinking. So, how's everybody doing today? Where are you on the mood meter? All right, so you're drinking espresso, Bianco Forte. I'm happy and getting ready to mop some floors after you're live while listening to my Saturday music. Right now, I'm enjoying a cup of coffee. Nice. Harry. Hey, Harry. You were featured in my Guess a Small YouTube video. Ah, you gotta watch it, Harry. She has this thing where she not mocks, but portrays some of her favorite YouTubers, and she featured you. So check it out, bro. Check it out. Yeah. And I love how you guys just engage each other in the chat. It makes me happy. If you haven't done so, please hit that like button. If this is your first time here, you've never seen any of my Coffee and Chat live streams, please join the Harrison Extended family. Hit that bell notification also, and hit that subscribe button. All right, and it'll let you know when I go live or when I upload new videos. Yeah. So thank you so much again. Today we're going to have a nice conversation. And this is going to be like one of those conversations where we're just talking. All right. And I wish Streamlabs had a means to invite people up. I know StreamYards does. But as you guys know, if I can control it, I am not streaming live through with the broadcast at 720p. I'm going to add 1080p or not at all. So that's why I haven't been using StreamYards, because if I want 1080p streaming, I got to pay like $50 a month, which is ridiculous. Has benefits where I can invite people up and have a conversation with them on camera, but I'm not making money off of YouTube. So I'm going to be bleeding money every month into this and not getting a return. So fiscally, it's irresponsible. So it's not like I'm investing because I haven't been growing that fast. So I'm not doing it. And I'm not broadcasting at 720p. I don't care what you guys say. I'm not doing it. Good morning, Dara. Thank you so much for coming through. I appreciate it. Did I shout you out, Andrea? Because if I didn't, I'm sorry. I thought I did. But if I didn't, what's up, my sister? How you doing? Yeah, so today, man, let's talk about happiness. Let's talk about happiness, all right? And there's a reason why, okay? And I'm not throwing shade. I'm not passing judgments. I'm not, like, pointing fingers, all right? This has been a culture that's been going on for a couple of years now. And I don't really know how to feel about it. And out of this culture has come programs that promise specific things that we may want, and it doesn't necessarily deliver, okay? And that's this culture where people want to be successful. They want to be entrepreneurs. They want to do this. They want to do that. They want success, and they want to chase success because life is about being successful. That's what it's about. Like, I want this, and I want that. I want this big house. I want that car. I want all these things, and I'm not going to be happy till I get it. I'm going to grind until I get it. That's a new thing now, right? Everybody's grinding for something, right? Everybody's grinding. The only thing I'm trying to grind for is coffee, so I can have my coffee and chat, and I can talk to you beautiful people, my Harrison Extended family. That's what I'm trying to do. I'm grinding that. All right, but no, seriously though, there is a level of grinding in almost anything we do. I grinded for the past from 2012 to 2019 when I was working for my master's in marriage and family counseling, my master's in education, and my certification to teach in New York State. Actually, I'm certified to teach around the nation. Passed that EdTPA, baby. So I could teach anywhere in the nation if I want to. I was thinking about going to Texas because Texas is warm most of the time. And thing is, I don't know how much they'd be paying teachers in Texas. Like, I would love to live in Texas, or I would love to live in Sarasota, Florida. Those beaches out in the west coast of Florida. But I also know they don't pay teachers that well. I would have to get a second job out there in Florida. But in everything that we do, there's a level of what we consider grinding. We grind to get things that we want. But here's a problem with always grinding to be successful in your chase for success. And it's, when will you really consider yourself successful? Where's the measure? Is it when you get that car? Because eventually that car is going to depreciate. And then it's not going to be worth as much as you purchased it. And then you're going to want the new car, and the car is going to get old. It's going to get mileage. Then what? You're going to have to go and get a new car to be happy again. Is it the house? All right, because a lot of times, like, we think about real estate, we want this house, we want that house, we want these rooms, and I want a nice big house with a nice big backyard, with a pool and a wraparound deck and all that stuff, right? We chase these things, right? Thank you for sharing me out, Canley V. I appreciate it, right? We chase these things, but Wait, what we laughing at, Dara? What I miss? What Andrea say? Thank you, Andrea, for sharing me out. I appreciate it. Thank you. So, oh, Sunflower is here too? I didn't see Sunflower come in the chat. Sunflower, what's going on? How you doing? All right. We chase these things, right? Clocks are going to change, man. Are the clocks changing tonight? We get an extra hour tonight? Is it? I thought it was next week. Either way, I'm taking it. Nothing like an educated man. Thank you. I try my hardest. And I want to go back for my doctorate in education, my EDD. So we'll see if I can get that done. Yeah, I probably won't do that until after marriage, until after, my wife tells me, yeah, you're allowed to go back. Because when I go into school, I go into school, right? Like I'm in it, and I'm trying to get that 4.0. So, school takes a lot of your time, and that's a grind itself, right? And even then, with me, like once I get my doctorate, will I be happy with that? Will I want another doctorate or want to eventually get my PhD in a specific content area? Like what is it? So we spend our lives chasing things, right? Chasing. We want this. But one of my favorite soca artists, a lot of almost everybody's favorite soca artist is Masha Montano. And in the beginning of his song, The Happiest Man Alive, which is one of my favorite all-time songs ever, right? Ever. Happiest Man Alive. If you don't know the song, Google or YouTube, Happiest Man Alive by Macho Montano. And in the beginning of the song, he says, happiness is the measure of success, right? And I think that that should be the barometer for our success. Are we happy? Not about what everybody else has, but where I am at this specific moment. Am I happy? Okay. All right, so let me get into the chat. Okay. Let me go up. Can you teach me? Hey, Andrea. The cost of living in Texas offsets the pay. Okay. Then maybe that's a consideration. So let me ask this question. If I move, how much do teachers get paid where you are, Ruth? And what does the housing market look like? Because if teachers get paid $60,000, but houses cost $200,000, it's not worth it. So let me know. TexasIsBomb.com. I love it here. Yeah, they say everything is bigger in Texas. Why? I don't know. Thank you. Okay, Dara. Don't forget to hit those thumbs up. Yes, please smash those like buttons, please. I'll greatly appreciate it. Nita, SMH. Awesome. Clock's going back. Okay, so the clocks are going back. So we get that extra hour. You know what? Because I got the extra hour, maybe I'll go live later. We'll see. I need an extra hour of sleep. Or maybe I'll go live tomorrow morning. Hey, I already feel successful. At this point, everything else is icing on the cake. I just want to travel the world. I'm with you on that. Like I want to travel the world too. I want to learn about other cultures. Everybody fell asleep on Don Live last night. Don was live? I'm sorry, I missed it. I think it's UK that changed time. I'm not sure about. Yeah, I guess other countries. Harry confirmed it. So everybody's changing their time tonight. Dara, I think, was the first to pass out. What was the live about last night? It's a seller's market right now. Yeah, so the house is going to go up. Yeah, so that's why, that's the thing. I don't know how long it's going to be, though, because unless the market crash or something really bad happens to the economy, it's going to continue. That trend of it being a seller's market is going to continue, no matter who's in office. It's a seller's market right now. Housing is good in Texas. Did you watch that movie? Dre, if you go to Texas, never mind. Huh? That's a question I'm always asking people. What exactly is success? It depends on the area you want to live in. Okay, got you. That is exactly the numbers. But the $200,000 house is, sheesh, 23,000 square feet. Wow. Yeah. So here's the thing, right? Like, I don't want my, if I get married, when I get married, I don't want my wife's salary to determine whether or not we qualify to get the house. I want only, if she works, that's cool. But I only want my salary to determine whether or not we get the house so that it's not a stress on her. Dre, did you watch the movie? No, I didn't get a chance to watch the movie yet. All right. So, what's your question, Shanita Marie? Yeah, you can get your money's worth of Texas. All right. So, consideration. All right. So, back to happiness, right? We live in a culture where we're grinding and we're chasing to get ahead in life or to get the next best thing, or, even on YouTube, we're grinding to get our subscribers up, grinding to get our watch hours up. But here's the thing. At what point will we be happy doing it? Because, like, there's a level of stress to almost everything. What I don't want to do is get involved with something, focus on the numbers, and the numbers bring me down. You know what I'm saying? So it wasn't, I've only had the growth that I had in the past year. I was on YouTube since 2016, at least with this channel, and I didn't have any growth. In the beginning of the year, I had 300 subscribers. That was it. And I got to be honest, I didn't grind like I see other people grind on YouTube, and that's probably why I haven't grown as much. But which is fine to me, because I don't want to spend my life grinding to get numbers or grinding to get watch hours or whatever. Or even in life, like, I don't want to spend my time grinding to get rich. Like, why do I want more money? Like, more money is great, right? But why am I striving to be rich? I may strive to possess property, right, to gain legacy so that my family can have money after I'm gone. But I don't know if I want to grind to be rich. I don't know if I want to grind to have the nice car. I don't know if I want to grind to have the biggest house and the nice house, with cathedral ceilings and a jacuzzi in my bed. You know what? I may want to grind for that. But still, like, I don't know if I want to grind for things that I just don't want to grind for, right? Or I don't want to grind for things that is possessions based, right? I remember watching an interview, like a small clip of an interview with Bob Marley, where a white interviewer was asking Bob Marley, "Are you rich?" Right? And he says, like, "What is rich? Do you have a lot of possessions?" And then Bob Marley asks him, "Possessions make you rich?" Happiness is one of those things that really should gauge whether or not we're successful and whether we reach where we want to reach. All right, so hold on a second. So I got to go back to the chat. Harry said, so working in Florida's educational system isn't the best. I agree with that. But if you have the opportunity to work at private schools, you have a better opportunity to make a little bit more money. Yeah. See, in New York City, though, it's different. If you work in the city and if you work in the public school systems, financially, you're good. Benefits, you're good. You got that strong union, too. So, all right. So in Florida, I will benefit from working in a private school. My concern is that what if the principal don't like me? It can happen. And then they target me, and then I'm gone. Yeah, so what's there to protect me? Dre, did you watch? No, yeah. The only thing I want to do more is traveling. Yeah, I get your money worth Texas. Yeah, sure. Remember that. However, what happened? However, with your experience and educational background in the state of Florida, you can start off as assistant principal and higher. Most people from New York have been okay. I can see myself as a principal. Assistant principal. I think I can do that. I don't know if I want the responsibility of being a principal, but I can rock with the assistant principal. That the bureaucracy with that, I'm not really good at. Like, I'm not like necessarily a yes guy, and I politely speak up for myself, and I'll politely take a stance and won't budge. So, not really. I have a family member who just bought a new house. I was shocked by the price for the area. Seriously, research, it's crazy. Okay, I'll take a look at it. Me too. That would make me happy. That was the case when I bought my house 20 years ago. The market value of my house is astounding to me. Yeah. I remember back in the mid 2000s, it was a buyer's market. People were buying houses for nothing. Like the house that I bought, they told me what they paid for it. I was like, what? Like they almost tripled. Triple. So crazy. Please hit that like. Yes, hit that like button, please. I appreciate it. I'm looking to buy myself, finding some nice homes and decent prices too. I think where you buy is a major factor. Yeah. I didn't consider. I didn't consider the schools. Like I live in a really nice neighborhood. It's actually a black middle class suburb type, right? but I didn't consider the schools, and the schools in my neighborhood aren't the best. So I'm like, So that's why my son's still going to the school he's going to, because that's a real good school. I'm rich in family and comfortable finance and comfortable. That's what I'm talking about. And you're happy, right, Harry? Like, and you're happy. That's the thing. Like, success. Am I happy? Because a lot of times we don't gauge success by our happiness. We gauge our success by what somebody else have, right? Like, we let others measure what success should look like to us. That's a mistake. At this stage of my life, I'm only going for things that mean something to me. Now I grind to live out my purpose, so it doesn't really feel like I'm grinding. And that's true, Ruth. If you're grinding in your purpose, it's not like you're grinding, right? If you're working, if you work at a job, if your occupation is what you love, then you'll never have to work a day in your life. Did I say that right? If you love your occupation, you'll never have to work a day in your life. Or if you're living out your purpose, you'll never have to work a day in your life. It never feels like work. So I'm with you on that. Andrea, I have to have a nice truck. Okay, you have to have a nice truck. What kind of like a SUV? Okay, Harry, I see you. It's okay to have nice things. Just remember, that's all it is. Nice things. Yeah, like, $7,000 shoes, right? Dara, clickbait. You guys see Dara's video when she purchased $7,000 shoes, but then at the end was like, go watch it. Go watch it. James, usually that's the case here. Hey, Dara, the schools are smaller and not in the limelight like New York. Yeah, there are way less politics in Florida. Yeah, and New York City school systems is all political. Thanks, Six Girls, again. All political. All political. And quick commercial break, okay? I have a Patreon. If you find it in your financial ability and in your heart that you want to support a channel like mine, you can do so by going to this link and yeah, all that good stuff if you guys want to. I'll just put that in there and leave it there. All right. Happiness is different for everyone. And that's why happiness should be the measure of success. Go at your own pace and do what makes you happy. Yes. Yes, V. We agree. V, you and I agree. Yes. I'm joking. V and I agree a lot. So happiness should be that measure, right? Like sometimes we'll say to ourselves, like, if I had Jeff Bezos' money, because, and I was thinking about this today too, right? You guys are about to be mad at me for saying this, right? But let's just think about it, right? When we measure our success by what others have, could that be considered coveting what our neighbor has? Let me know your answers in the chat. Because, the Bible says do not covet your neighbor's, wives or objects or whatever. So if we measure our success by what our neighbor or somebody else has or have, is that coveting? Let me know your answers in the chat, because I was thinking about this and I was like, you know what? It kind of is, but I want to see your thoughts on it. I am happy, satisfied. I just want to do more traveling. I hear that. I hear that. Yeah. And happiness should be different for everybody. Yeah, you believe so? Yeah. Who else? Let me know what you guys think in the chat. Because and I think we all fall in that area where we see what somebody else has and you're like, yo, I want that too. Let me work to get that. And I'm not talking about like healthy competition. I'm just talking about like seeing something that you think is making somebody else happy, and then you figuring that may make you happy also. Not necessarily, right? I measure my success by the happiness and love my children exude and give out. That's right. Mm-hmm. It's like, Black Panther, right? When T'Challa first went into the plane, the ancestral plane, and he said, he was talking to his father and he wasn't ready for his father to die. His father was like, a man that has not prepared his children for his death has failed as a father. Yeah, like, are your kids good? That's success. Like, I raise my kids in a way where I want my kids to be better than I am. So I raised the bar, right? My goal for grinding was to see my kids reach a level that I wasn't able to reach when I was younger. Hopefully they'll reach it much faster. So I grinded. I think at this present moment in my life, I am happy. Like, I am good. I am content in where God has me, right? And we measure our success really based on secular, worldly standards, right? For instance, like everybody wants money, right? But who created money? Where did that come from? Right? Well, God created the earth so that human beings can exist and coexist with all of its resources. But we have corporations coming in, claiming land, tearing up the resources that God put there for everybody to use and glean from so that we can live off of. They monetize it, and then they tell you what it's worth. They tell you what you have to pay for, and if you can't pay for it, you're going to die. Yo, I just made that really morbid, but it was kind of deep though, right? Like, it was kind of deep, right? And it's not like socialism. I'm not saying socialism. I can't stand when people, bring up that's socialism. You created that socialism, term. I call it sharing each other's resources so that we can survive as a community. That's what I call it. It's not socialism. It's called being a community. Yeah, I believe so. Yeah, so is it coveting? In my life, I live my life at the beat of my own drum, and I love it. All right. I feel I'm finally happy in my life once I change my mindset. And that's mindset changing is big when it comes to being happy. Like me, like for a lot of people, when they transition from wanting to be rich, to be successful in order to gain happiness, to finding happiness and being successful in that, people become like happy. Like there are people living in third world countries, and we call it third world countries because they don't have the technology that we have. But to them, they're the most happiest people in the world, right? They can dance in the rain. Up here, we're miserable in the rain. That's not happiness. That's not happiness. Come on. I feel like I'm finally happy. Everybody who has money is not happy. I think some of them are miserable people, and that's because they keep chasing it. So when you keep chasing money, Andrea, you're gonna want to keep chasing more. Rockefeller said, when he was asked the question, "How much is enough?" He said, "Just a little bit more." You're gonna keep chasing and grinding. All right. What makes you happy? It's not getting more money. Now you can have moments of happiness where money can allow you to travel the world, right? But you're grinding to maintain that instead of finding happiness where you are and allowing those certain things to come. Mommy says, "I'm happy my children are successful. I can lay my head in peace." And then at that point, Mommy, you feel like you're successful. And I think that's, at least from a parent standpoint, parents a lot of times find success in their kids, or find happiness in their children's success. It's like, okay, I don't have to sweat no more. I don't have to grind as hard because my kids reached a place where they are independently successful without me, and I'm happy. I'm good. My legacy has been left. So I feel you on that, Mommy. All right. Honestly, living in America, there is nothing we can't have. It's just a matter of how bad we want it and how much we're willing to work for it. For me, nothing anyone has is impossible for me to obtain. I'm with you on that. But my concern about that, Ruth, is, America tells us that we can have anything we want, right? As long as we're willing to work hard for it, right? But some of those things that we want makes us miserable. So we're not chasing happiness. We're chasing getting ahead or getting objects or getting this and getting that instead of finding happiness where it really matters and finding success in that. Somebody who lives in a one-bedroom studio apartment, right, is good and living his life or her life and with their spouse, and they're good. No need for anything, and they are happy. People will look at them and think, that's a darn shame. What went wrong in their life? Where did things go wrong? How tragic. But they're good and they're happy, and they are successful in their happiness. Who are we to judge? You know what I'm saying? Like, let them be happy in where they are. And let's not look down on them because we feel that they don't have what society tells us and the standard society tells us they should be having in order to become successful. Why are we succumbing to what the world or society tells us what success should look like. Reaching my head. Hold on. All right. So, reaching my goals doesn't make me happy though. It does make me happy though. I feel like God wants His children to be blessed, and the sky is the limit. Again, like I'm with you on all that. I'm with you on all that. But are we still chasing those things, or are we chasing the God who provides us those things? And I think that if God wants us to be happy, what I'm going to do is I'm going to seek first the kingdom of God and all His righteousness, and then whatever it is that God allows me to have, I'm going to take. I'm not going to chase the object. I'm going to chase the provider of the object, and so on and so forth. Yeah. The only thing that would make my happiness complete would be to have a baby. Oh, how sweet! I hope you get that. Find you a good husband, a good man to marry and procreate with, and then go ahead with your family, have that baby, have children. All right. Let your quiver be full of them. Quiver meaning like your home. I'm only miserable in the rain because it shrinks my hair. Black girl problems. I hear that. Natural girl hair problems. I hear that. I love the rain. Me and grandma. I love the rain too. Material items are great. The second you put them in the same category as success, oh wow, preach, bro. That's the second you lose self-value. Money is nothing more than a tool. There's nothing more than a tool to make better decisions. It's deep, Harry. Yeah, Harry, when you going live, like we need to glean from your wisdom, bro. Come on. We're waiting. I'm so happy with my kid's success. I have peace right now. Yeah, and Andrea Andrea grinded to make sure her children were successful. I still worry about them a little bit because they're only 22 and 21. That's true. Yeah, I had to tell my son, 11th grader, to stop worrying about his future because now he's creating anxiety for himself. I told him to live for today and let tomorrow care about itself. Shanita, that's scripture. That's scripture. Tomorrow, like it says, tomorrow has enough issues. Worry about today. Grind today. And I think what we got to tell our kids is the decisions we make today will affect how we live tomorrow. Let's just do what we need to do today to be the best people we can be today. Live in the present. Live in the moment. God gave us this gift of the present. Let us live in it. Let us enjoy it. People will work like a slave and be unhappy. Yes. Yes. Yeah, I think she would be an amazing mother too. Dara, I have a very successful friend, but he's not happy because he don't have time to meet that special someone. Okay. That's tough too. And I think that's another thing. Relationships to me is more valuable than any monetary thing I can have on this planet. If I made $40,000 a year, but I had amazing people in my community, I think I would be happy. If I lived in, you know what? Let me say that because I have kids. Because I wasn't the happiest. I was happy, but I wasn't like. Then I wasn't really happy if I wasn't content. I just didn't like living in a one-bedroom apartment with me and my 3 sons. It was hard. And although I loved being around them, I wanted something better for them. So it was difficult for me. So I worked hard to give them a space where they each can have their own bedrooms, right? But I grinded for that. But with this person, he's successful. But I think what he probably really need to reconsider is what the success looks like for him. If he's unhappy and he want to meet that special somebody, he should really consider what he's grinding for and the results, because we got to think about that. What are we grinding for, and what are the results and the outcomes we want? A lot of times we don't think about actions and outcomes. So what are we doing right now? What are we putting all of our energy in today? And what outcomes do we want to see happen? Right? Like we don't have that. Like what outcomes do we want? Right? We're going to grind to see that we get $1 million. Why don't we grind to make sure that we have strong relationships with the people in our lives? Let's do that. Let that be our grind. I'm grinding for relationships. Yo, that's going to be a t-shirt soon. It's going to be ready for Christmas. Hit up my Teespring. All right. You can talk your way to better. All right. Dara, I have a very successful. All right. He wants so bad to help me and make me proud, but I'm telling him I'm already proud of him. Wow. And let him know that. That's dope of you, Shanita. Like, Shanita's mad dope. She's dope. I feel like God knows what's best for us. You better preach, Dara. Preach that. God definitely does know what's best for us. I agree with you. That's why I said it's a matter of what you want, of what you think you need, or what you perceive will make you happy. For me, it's living out my purpose. Preach. And Ruth, like when you do your grind, like you're up mad early every morning. And to you, I bet it's like nothing. Like to you, it's like, yeah, this is my joy. I love doing this because this is my purpose. Thanks, Andrea. I'm looking forward to that experience. V, right? He will really miss out if he don't get it together. Facts. Biggie Small said, I love it when people quote that philosopher, the notorious B.I.G. Love it. Brooklyn. Biggie Small said, I'm sewing tigers on my shirts and alligators. You want to see the inside? I'll see you later. We chase what others value. We need to leave a legacy for our children. And I think we should let that be the measure of our success. For real. Aw, that's admirable and sweet, but you're telling him right. He needs to do his best and enjoy his childhood. Channel will happen by Thanksgiving. All right, guys, let's hold him to it. His channel's going to happen by this Thanksgiving. We're holding you to it, bro. I have crazy work issues happening. Okay, got you. I can't wait either. Andrea says, I stopped looking for Mr. Right. I have learned just to be happy with me. I love me. And watch, Mr. Right's going to find you. Let you walk around being happy in the streets. Homeboy's going to be like, yo, who is she? Her smile is so radiant. Let me go and holler at her. Excuse me, miss. I just saw you walking down the street and you just had such a radiant smile and I just had to introduce myself. My name is fill in the blanks. What's your name? Pretty lady? Andrea? It's nice to meet you. Listen, I'm new in town and I was wondering if we can go out for a cup of coffee. Nothing big. Let's just get to know each other if that's okay with you. Come on. Andrea's about to find the love of her life, walking around all happy and smiling and stuff. I can't wait to be an auntie for V. All right. We're going to have a YouTube baby family. I keep telling him, Dara, I'm like, I've known you for the last 4 years and you've been single. I think he needs money to make a woman happy. I keep telling him that's crazy. A woman wants your time. And watch, V, you got to have like ladies in this chat in your inbox be like, yo, he got money? Yo, what's his name? Like, yo, maybe I can like be the one for him. What's up? He got money? What? No, I'm kidding, ladies. I know the ladies in that part of my community don't care about what men have. Like, cause they got it on their own. We got independent black women, strong independent black women in my chats. They don't need no man with money, even though they gotta at least match what she has. I'm with you. I'm kidding, but I'm not. All right. Yes, ma'am. That's exactly what I tell him. Enjoy your childhood, and you can't get those years back. You certainly can't. And how many of us would like to just go back and just do some things differently, right? We can't get those years back. He's got to get it together, Dara. He's running out of time. So true. The men make time for what they want. He needs to figure out what he really wants. That, Dara, is true. And you know what? I'm going to be honest. A couple of years ago when I was working so hard, I'm living in a one-bedroom apartment getting paid $13.12 an hour, during the day and doing photography and videography at night and on weekends. I was seeing somebody at the time and they kept telling me, you make time for what you want. And I'm like, you can say that because, my combined salary fits in your salary 5 times. Like, you know what I'm saying? Like, she made 5 times what I made, right? With all the work I was doing, all the jobs I was doing. So I had to like make sure that my kids can eat. Right? So like me going out on a date with you, paying for you to eat $100 meal is taking away from my kids' mouths. So it was a tough time. So I understand what he means, but like I think that's right. Like he's got to really figure out what he wants in life. And where were we? So men do make time for what they want. Yeah. At that time, I wanted my kids to eat. So that was what I wanted. Thanks. Ruth is up bright and early. Yep. I'd be like, how? For real. She's on point every time. Yeah, because like she's up and talking. Like, some people go live in the morning and you could tell they literally crawl out of bed 15 minutes earlier. Not Ruth. Ruth is up, makeup done, hair lit. And she's like, listen. And she's like, and energetic too. And she got that voice that's like if you had a bad night listening to her in the morning, you're about to have a good day. She wakes up in the morning. That's why she's next guest on my small YouTuber. All right, yo, I'm gonna see you do her, yo. That's me all day. He'll see my light. I'm not worried. No more singles conventions. I know I need to know by now. All right, I feel you on that, Dara. Whoop whoop. Whatever. He need at least some money. I feel you on that. All right, you can't be taking care of a fifth child or a third child or a fourth child or a second child. If you got a man in your life, he's not a child. You don't need to be taking care of him. All right, and here's a gauge of that, ladies. All right, if you ask your man, right, who doesn't work that much, right, but he's happy, right? If you ask him what he wants for Christmas and he tells you he wants a PlayStation 5, run, run, because that's going to take away time from you too. Even though my son wants a PlayStation 5, and I got to hook him up this Christmas. Dara, he wanted me, and I'm like, no. His priorities are all messed up. He knows it. He thinks he can just provide everything, and that's what women want. No, that's not what women need or want. But you're right, V. You're right. I don't want to go back and change anything. It has made me the woman I am today. All right, and that's that happiness that I'm talking about, Andrea. That's dope. Dating wasn't your priority at that time. It wasn't. I'm going to be honest. It wasn't my priority at the time. It couldn't be my priority at that time. It couldn't. LOL, it feels like breathing. Don't encourage her, Dre. All right. I won't. All right. Strong, independent black women in the house. Yes. Yes. Wait. Yeah. All right. That's enough. Enough of that clapping stuff. Had to... hey, yes, Anita, he had to have some money. Yeah, they need to have money too. Mm-hmm. Oh, they need to have their stuff together, right? They need to have their stuff together. V, nah, he needs to make time and find balance unless that's not what he wants. I agree. The giver of life will only give you what you can handle. Sometimes it's a job, just over broke to get by, and then he blesses you in a way that will get you to where you want to be. Preach. You guys notice how Sticks Girl, every time I pick up the mug, she drops the link for the Teespring? Thank you. Thank you. Moderator award goes to Sticks Girl today. Thank you so much. I appreciate it. LOL, just be ready, Ruth. Yeah. Just watch, Ruth. She does a good job. No, Drake, what are you saying no to, Dara? What you saying no to? Let that loser go. Join Dre at Patreon. Thank you so much, Sticks Girl. On it. I appreciate it. Kane, what's going on, good brother? How you feeling? How's the band doing? You guys released that album yet? I thought that album was supposed to release back in the summertime. Yeah. So, happiness, man. Oh, you're on a tour bus. Okay. And you're watching me on the tour bus? Do you guys have a big screen that you can cast me to on the tour bus so I can say what's up to everybody on your band? Yeah, so happiness, right? I think happiness. Oh yeah, yeah. Me saying yes, yeah. I tease my students. My students, they get a kick out of it, right? Like if one of my the young ladies in my class get the right answer, I go all out, like yes, and I even grab air because you know how, like let's say, they get a little attitude, right? Because little girls in the 4th grade, they have little attitudes, and they think because Mr. Harrison is a cool teacher, Mr. Harrison's going to go for that attitude. Depending on the level of attitude, I had to go into Mr. Harrison mode real quick, or I douse that negative energy she's about to give with this. Yo, who you talking to like that? So I start grabbing air and everything, and I don't understand why young ladies think that grabbing air is going to help them prove their point more. Like, why is grabbing air going to help? And then they tilt their neck like that's going to help too. Like, that's proving your point better. Like, why? And their face turn up and everything. And I'm like, little girl. Okay? Knock it off. Yeah, we have big screen and the whole band is watching. What up, everybody in the band? What's good? Hope you guys kill the show that you're about to go to. All right? Enjoy. Yeah. And I think, like, I if I had a daughter, I would probably succumb to the attitude. Like when she go, Daddy, Daddy. I'm like, yes, sweetie. I told you I want a pony. How much is it going to cost? Does it matter? All right, fine. I'll get it to you for Christmas. Like I'll be that kind of dad. Like whatever you want, sweetheart. Nah, I wouldn't. But yeah. See, you do the same thing with your students. You grabbing air. Why do they grab? I don't understand the whole grabbing the air thing. Like, because it's not like they just, like at least like when you're pointing at somebody, you're pointing at them because you want them to see a point. Grabbing air? What is that? I don't know. Oh, she's grabbing my attention. Okay, she doesn't grab. She's grabbing my confusion. That's what she's grabbing. She's not grabbing my attention. At that point, I'm confused. I'm like, is it a fly? Like, what's going on here? Like, get out of here. Like, where's my fly swatter? Why though? Why do you guys grabbing attention? All right, I think that's the best answer anybody has given me about the grabbing the air thing. So I'm gonna rock with that, Shanita. All right, I'm gonna rock with that. Sometimes my daughter has the same attitude. She's 22. It gets on my nerves. Yeah. Hey, mommy, are you watching? Andrea has a daughter that could get on her nerves sometimes. I wonder if you can relate. I love my twin though. My mother and my sister are identical. They are the same person. So when you have two people that are the same, they love each other strong and they disagree strong. Then they love each other strongly again. Right? Yeah. Yeah, man. So happiness. Back to the topic on here. Happy. I'm coughing. I feel like I'm gonna put her on blast. I feel like Ruth in the morning. Ruth be talking and she be going, and then all of a sudden, like about 25 minutes into it, 20 minutes, and Ruth needs a little sip every time because she's spitting so much knowledge that she doesn't have time to take a drink in between. Liam, what's going on? Thank you so much for coming through. I appreciate you being here. I teach adults and they just sarcastic AF. Sometimes I have master transitioning to facts. Keep that. Yeah, I agree. She's laughing at me. I definitely agree. See? Yeah, mommy agrees. We're going to kill it on stage today. All right. You guys should really have, if you guys don't have a YouTube channel for your band, you should do live, not all, because you want you should record it, or your shows, do like snippets of each song while you're on stage. And so we can follow your progress and follow your career. We had that same relationship like that. She sure does. Yeah. Yeah. All right. I'm going to be closing out soon. Yeah, my mother said her daughter is her mini-me. Yeah, my twin sister's her mini-me. So, yeah, so do I. Yeah, little girls are awesome. Sugar and spice and everything nice and all that good stuff. Yeah, but chill out with the attitude. Chill out the attitude. Like I'm letting these little girls know now, right, that young men aren't going to accept your attitudes. We ain't doing it. All right, little girl, know your place. Have a seat. Take out your pencil. Take out your notebook and write what I'm telling you to write right now. Don't give me that attitude. All right, but I'm gonna be perfectly honest with you. I have a co-teacher, and thankfully she's dope. She's a woman, and I had a conversation with her. I said, because like here's my struggle, right? The boys want to go to the bathroom. I shut it down. No, you can't go to the bathroom. But girls are a little bit different, especially at that age group, because God designed the female anatomy to do certain things at certain ages. I don't want to be that teacher where a young lady needs to go to the bathroom and I say you can't go to the bathroom, because then if something happens, I'm like, yo, because I remember in middle school, there was a young lady. I was in 7th grade, I think, and her period came for the first time while she was in school, and she was wearing pink sweatpants and she bled through, and it was the most embarrassing thing for her. And boys can be cruel. Like I felt bad for her. Like I felt bad, but the other boys in the school like went at her, and it was like it broke my heart. So, and I don't want to. I can't do that to the young ladies in my class. Like whenever they go to the bathroom, I let them go, and the boys don't think it's fair. So I tell the boys, I don't care what you think is fair. Have a seat. Get to work. I'm joking. I don't talk to my kids like that. But you got all boys. You need a girl in your life. I would love to have a daughter. I want a daughter. I am my grandmother's child. Thank you, mommy. My sister is the same way with my mom too. Yeah, I wanted all boys. I don't want a mini me. Now I have a 14-year-old, and she is exactly like me. Yep. Yep. We're gonna start a channel together, and we're gonna name it Star Code. All right, cool. When you start it, let us know, and we'll subscribe to it. Nita's daughter is sweet. Aww. Yeah, it was hard for her. Like, she's an adult now, but yeah, it was tough, and I felt bad, yo. I felt bad, and I have a sister, and I was thinking, like, if that happened to my sister, like, I would, be devastated for her. All right, I'm about to close out so I can get the rest of my day going. But listen, I want to close out with saying this: do not let yourself be convinced that success is what looks like to you. Let me reword that. Don't think that success is having what somebody else has that makes them look successful. You're not going to be happy that way, because then somebody else is going to have something that you think looks nice, and they're going to want that too. Find happiness and be successful in being happy. Let's stop chasing what the world standards tell us success looks like. All right. Let's just desire to be happy, and let us be successful in our happiness, and not in what we can get in hopes that we can be happy, because once we get that, it may not be enough. So be happy in your success, but most importantly, be happy. Let success be your happiness. Boom. Let success be in your happiness. All right, guys, I'm done for the day. I'm gonna finish up this cold coffee, start sweeping and mopping up the basement, the studio. I got a little YouTube studio. Wow. I was doing this from my bedroom a few months ago, like at the beginning of the year. Now I got like a whole YouTube studio set up. God is good, but not because of this, because he's sovereign. He's good regardless. If I was still in my bedroom, he's still good. So period. All right, I'm closing out. All right, guys, let me read these out before I close out. V, she is so sweet. She will make your teeth roll. All right. Hit those thumbs up. Yes, please. Before you guys leave, the exit ticket is thumbs up. When I'm in schools, talking to the kids, the girls always ask the, have you killed anyone question? And the boys are like, what type of guns do you shoot? That's so funny, right? And I love the kids that they have no filter. They sure don't. What a positive life. Oh, thank you. That's my hope, is to give positivity to my Harrison extended family. But that's my baby girl. Yep. Happy emoji. Thank you. My success is a measure and built for me, and you, success is built for and measured for you. Stay blessed, everyone. Preach. Everyone says she's Auntie V. She makes my heart melt. Now going back to my bed. All right, go back to bed, Andre. Thank you so much for staying up with me. All right, hope we get a nice restful nap at this point. Have a great day, everybody. On V, have a great day. Have a beautiful day, everyone. Everyone have a great day. And I am out.